But we're still not done. We would be remiss if we did not go back to God Destruction mode and visit the last mode that's here. Defend. And what better way to defend humanity than with one of Earth's most peaceful monsters, meant to save the world, but was actually destined to save the world.
A kaiju has appeared. It's Mecha Godzilla.
Give a round of applause for the savior of humanity, the most gorgeous monster in all of the Monsterverse, Mothra! The only other female monster besides Biollante. But you know what? Nobody cares about that.
He flies so gracefully.
Oh yeah. Defend. This is the one mode where destroying stuff is something you want to avoid. The higher the destruction rate, the smaller you won't get much bigger. You want to defend as much as possible. Even though there is a destruction rate, you want to keep that as low as possible. You want to keep the defense ratio as high as possible. All of the defense ratios add up at the end of the game as for your total, and also how big you get. The more you defend, the bigger you become. Unlike the other ones, where the more you destroy, the bigger you become. Here, defense is key. Try to destroy as less as possible, and try to destroy monsters as much as possible without destroying as many buildings. So right now my defense ratio is at 97%, and that will continue to go up the higher defense ratios I continue to get. It really doesn't matter which route I take, so I'm just going to stick with the easy route just so that I can get through this fast.
Our target is a fellow inhabitant of Earth. Compassion is key.
A kaiju has appeared. It's Hedorah. There's one more. It's Mothra. Attention all G4 squads. Commence the operation at once.
Now, just like Biollante with Mothra, the final attack on her major attack like this does big damage. You want to make sure if you can get that off, you want to make sure you can. I'm gonna swerve around this way because he's getting a little too close to that generator.
You're gonna push him into the generator.
Yeah, I don't think I'll destroy it though. He's almost dead. Never mind, I am going to destroy it.
One generator has been destroyed.
Well, he died.
Has gone down.
Since I got pretty close to it because the generator was destroyed, I should bring this up. You cannot let the defense ratio fall below 50%. If it falls below 50%, even if you end up defeating the monster anyways, it will be considered a failure. But if it falls below 50%, it'll still let you fight the monster, but it'll still classify as a defeat. So don't let it fall below 50% or you'll have to redo the stage again.
A kaiju has appeared. It's Batra. There's one more. It's Mothra. All units.
So here, there really isn't anything you can do. Stuff is gonna get destroyed. But this is one of the harder things to fight, is Batra. Baby Batra, should I be more precise. Larva Batra. Because he's so close to the ground that monsters like Batra and Anguirus are actually hard to fight because Mothra is in the air and Batra is on the ground. So there goes Batra. I actually had an easy time with that for some reason. Usually I end up flying over Batra while I'm trying to attack him and then to the other side, and then he goes on a rampage and starts destroying stuff before I can get a chance to stop him. So my level went up. Right now, I am at 70 meters, so a lot of stuff is going to fall before me, because most of the stuff is going to be 50, 60 meters, and it's not going to get to like 70 for a little while.
Oh look, it's my boy.
There's one more.
Yep.
It's Mothra. Attention all G4 squads. Commence the operation at once.
And this is another level where stuff is going to get destroyed whether you like it or not, because it's all in the way. The name of the game might be Defense, but you're still a giant kaiju. And here I go flying over him, and now he's behind me. So I'm gonna go over here. He can't even hit me! I'm too high up. No! I went over him again! Oh, now you're trying to back me up into a corner. I'm just gonna fly over you. Bye! Ow. Ow!
6th squad, begin your assault. Anguirus has been weakened.
He's just kinda stuck there. He's not too happy that I literally just pummeled him. Ow. No, you don't. I saw you trying to walk away.
I noticed how Mothra's thorax is swaying about.
That's just the way she is. Batra is the same way.
It's Batra. There's one more. It's Mothra. All units.
Oop.
Doggy.
Phase. First squad, begin your assault.
This is a classic matchup, Mothra versus Batra. Believe it or not, although it is considered a Godzilla monster, Mothra originally started out as her own separate monster, and it's before she became a part of the Godzilla universe.
Really, I didn't know that.
Yep. She has several sets of films called, and the first one obviously being called Mothra, And the other ones being, I think, called The Return of Mothra 1, 2, and 3. It's a trilogy set. I actually seen some stuff for it. It's actually kind of goofy, but it actually obtains the most powerful form of Mothra, which I forgot what it was called. It's like Armored Mothra or something like that. That thing looks badass. But according to, I'm pretty sure, I think it's Toho themselves, but according to them, Armored Mothra may very well be the most powerful monster in the Godzilla universe.
Attention, all Jeep.
So don't take Mothra's beauty too lightly. She's actually very powerful.
First squad, begin your assault.
Why is there a reason being the peaceful monster?
I don't remember Mothra's entire story, but Mothra lives on an island called Infant Island, where she is worshipped by a bunch of the natives there as a god. She's protected by, not protected, but technically she gets spoken for by not young, but very small girls. I forgot what they were called, but I know the actors...
I remember.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, they do this chant, I guess, to summon her, Mothra.
Yeah. It's called Mothra's Song.
It's Rodan.
The actors that, at least from what I know, I don't know if they played them entirely, but the actors that I know that played at least once, that played the two fairies that help Mothra, are actually known in Japan as the Peanuts. Believe it or not, that is their little group name, is the Peanuts.
That is interesting to know. Peanuts. If you say that to America, you mean peanuts as in, oh, you mean the Peanuts with Charlie Brown and stuff.
Yeah.
Probably get confused like that.
Rodan has been weakened.
Alright, Rodan, I'm trying to pull something off, but apparently you don't want me to. Yeah. Even though the chant itself in the Mothra movie, in the movies, in the Godzilla films, and in Mothra's own movies, is actually pretty short, there is actually a full-fledged song that is that chant. And it also has a whole nother section to it where it actually has another set of lyrics to it as well, which is nice.
Ah.
I actually found out what the lyrics actually mean, and the song itself is them saying,
One more.
them calling Mothra's name, Mothra, oh Mothra, saying, if we call to you for your help, over time, over sea, like a wave, you will come, our guardian angel.
First squad, begin your assault.
That's the song. The lyrics that they sing in the movies. The future lyrics that are in the other set of lyrics that's in the full-fledged song actually goes forth and says goes forth and talks about Mothra's kindness, even though human spirits are ruined and full of disbelief, and that they will hope to raise human spirits so that way to believe in Mothra to save the world, and through their song, through the little guardian's song of love to Mothra, is basically what it says. It's nice. It's a cute little melody.
And then at one point there was a movie about Mothra versus Godzilla.
Yep, that was like the collab for it, and eventually it just kind of... Mothra just kind of got adopted into Godzilla's little monsterverse.
King Ghidorah has been weakened.
And then future Godzilla vs. Mothra movies came out. I'm pretty sure Godzilla vs. Mothra was the first movie that featured Godzilla and Mothra, which also featured Batra.
Second squad.
And...
I think
Oh, go ahead.
I think I remember.
King Ghidorah
I think I remember in Godzilla and Mothra. I think Mothra picked up Godzilla and took him back out to sea and just dropped him in there.
Yep, that's what happened. Mothra and Batra actually, I guess, kind of spoke to each other and decided to work together. And Batra grabbed Godzilla by the neck, and Mothra grabbed Godzilla's tail. And Godzilla was actually biting at Batra's neck and actually caused him to bleed out with yellow blood, because apparently that's what insects have, is yellow blood. And because Batra was so weak after being gnawed at by Godzilla, that when Mothra let go of Godzilla's tail, Batra fell into the sea with Mothra, and Mothra completed the prophecy of her fighting her nemesis, Batra, in the process of saving humanity from Godzilla.
Speaking of Godzilla,
Yeah.
We have movement in the area. It's Godzilla.
Another thing about Mothra, ironically, is that Mothra's symbol is actually a cross. Not a perfect cross like the cross of Jesus, but it's like a cross nonetheless. Oh, I might have to redo this one over. Godzilla's being a pain in the butt.
Fourth squad, begin your assault.
Yeah, he's got me facing at the wall. Ah! Yeah, this is unavoidable. I think I might be screwed. No, not yet.
Has been destroyed.
Oh god.
Godzilla has been weakened. Fifth squad, begin your assault.
Oh, I activated that way too early. Yeah, I could be in trouble. Yeah, I'm in trouble. Come on! Yeah, there we go.
Godzilla has gone down.
that was kind of close.
Yeah, that was cutting it really close. It got really close to 50%, and I also almost died. Oh, it's fine by me though. I passed. I passed. But I'm over 100 meters, so that means I gotta fight Burning Godzilla too. So after defeating regular Godzilla, I gotta fight Burning Godzilla, and that's the one that's gonna prove the most difficulty, because Burning Godzilla only needs to hit me twice with his atomic breath, and I could go down.
All units, proceed with attack phase.
You know, the other, I know this is not the Mothra topic, but the thing about it is, it's about King Kong. I guess there's a thing between King Kong and Godzilla.
Yep, as a matter of fact, they're actually remaking Godzilla vs. King Kong next year.
I was gonna say, how is that?
How is what?
Sorry, checking something. How did King Kong end up in? Well, I mean, they're basically in the same universe, then, right?
Supposedly, yeah. Legendary made that a lot more apparent when they're bringing up the concept of Godzilla versus King Kong coming into play. But, I'm not exactly sure what brought about the want to have Godzilla fight King Kong, but it was one of Godzilla's earlier films. It was definitely, in his first life era. Because Godzilla actually has several eras of existence. The one that you play as in Go Ashore that we did is the Heisei era, which is the second reboot, which is the first reboot of Godzilla. The very first Godzilla, I think, was the Showa series. Yeah, Showa, and then it was Heisei, and then I'm probably saying that wrong, Heisei. And then there was the next one. I don't remember what that one is. I think that was the Millennial one. But it was back in Godzilla's Showa series, his very first debut that he fought King Kong. So I think it was probably the third film that Godzilla was in. I don't remember. I want to say it was Godzilla's Return, and then Godzilla vs. King Kong, but I could be entirely wrong on that.
I was
But
gonna say, if Godzilla's been around, then how come King Kong's never been shown in the Godzilla films much? Like, if they're in the same universe.
I don't know. Like, so far there are going to be only 2 movies where Godzilla and King Kong actually duke it out, and that's going to be the original Godzilla vs. King Kong, and then the reboot that's coming next year. Which, honestly, I'm going to be pissed off if Godzilla loses. I know he loses because Godzilla loses in the original. In the original Godzilla vs. King Kong actually defeats Godzilla. And I don't remember if this is the way he actually defeats Godzilla, but one of the things that King Kong does to Godzilla in Godzilla vs. King Kong is King Kong actually shoves a tree down Godzilla's mouth. But, yeah, I don't really know. I booped him and he died.
He booped the boy.
I booped the Zilla, and then he just collapsed.
But yeah, it's just kind of interesting that. So I mean, King Kong and then Godzilla, but yeah.
Yeah.